Hello and welcome. My name is Summalea and I'm going to be your yoga teacher for today's practice where we are doing a full body stretch. So we're going to start off in a cross-legged position. I'm going to start with our upper body and work down to our lower body. So getting nice and comfy, roll your shoulders back and down and begin to drop your right ear to your right shoulder. And then allow your gaze to drop over to the right. Just pause here. Allow your shoulders to fall away from your ears. Relax through the front of your hips and just make sure you're breathing naturally throughout today's stretch class. Very gently allow your chin to fall to your chest. Left ear rolls to your left shoulder. And then drop your gaze down to your left hand, your left elbow. A beautiful deep stretch through our neck. Slowly drop your chin to your chest. Pause here. Maybe you close down your eyes as you just really feel the tension, the tightness in the back of your neck leave your body. Noticing the length of your spine here as you breathe in. Lift your chin up towards the sky. Open through your throat. Pull your shoulders back. Lift up through your heart. Bring yourself back to center. Now this time drop your right ear to your right shoulder. This might feel really good, or you can bring your right hand toward your head and just add a little bit more pressure. Your left hand can be on your knee or walk your left hand off your mat. So feeling that length through your body as you have a deep stretch through your neck. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And then really slowly changing sides. So start by dropping your left ear to your left shoulder. You can hang out here, adding on your left hand and maybe extending your right arm away, only if that feels good. Close down your eyes and just connect to your breath here. Beautiful, bringing yourself to center. And we're going to cross our right arm across our body, left arm hooks. We're just stretching our shoulder along our arm. And just for a moment. And then allowing your right hand to drop back into a tricep stretch. So your left hand holds your right elbow, really lengthen through the crown of your head. Breathe in here. And as you breathe out, tip over to the left. I really like a little tip as I'm stretching my triceps because it adds this bonus stretch all the way down the side of your body. So hopefully you can feel that too. Inhale, lengthen your arms up towards the sky. And as you exhale, let's twist over to the left. Gaze can roll behind you. Relax through your belly, the front of your hips, and pulling your heart forward. Inhaling here. And as you exhale, bring yourself to center. So your left hand comes across your chest, pausing here for a moment, feeling this stretch wrap around your left arm. And then bringing yourself into your tricep stretch, right hand to left elbow. Lift and lengthen through your body. And as you exhale, tipping over to the right. If this doesn't feel good, just bringing yourself to center. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, twisting over to the right. Gaze rolls behind you. Relax through your body and shine and pull your heart forward. Deep breath in. And as you breathe out, bringing yourself to center, rolling all the way over, hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and just bring yourself to the top of your mat. Extending your right leg long, tuck your toes on your mat, push the floor away. Nice deep opening into the back of your right leg. If you can't feel that here, really ground down through your right foot, lift your hips and just allow your left foot to just float above the mat. That's a nice deep stretch here. So either option 1 or option 2. Slowly coming back down to the mat, changing sides. Your left leg is long. Tuck your toes, push the floor away. And if this isn't enough, lift your hips. Your right foot's just there to support you a little, but really drop down through your left heel. So there's no right or wrong in today's practice, just really moving in a way that feels good for your body, really stretching out. Slowly bringing yourself back down to your hands and knees. Breathing in, drop your belly, lift your chest. And as you breathe out, roll through your spine, press the floor away. So just our cats and cows, moving with your breath. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest. Exhale, roll through your spine, push the floor away. And I encourage you to come into any free movements here that feel good. Maybe you wiggle your hips, rock through your shoulders. You might just stick with your cats and cows if that feels really nice today. Listening to your body and just shaking out any kinks, any tension you're holding in your body. Slowly begin to tuck your toes and just shift your hips back, sitting on your heels. So this is a really deep stretch through the soles of your feet. If this is a little bit too much, just come to sit on your heels for a moment. But I encourage you to give this a go. Our feet carry us around all day, so we need to stretch them out as well. As you breathe in, reach up. And as you breathe out, your right hand floats beside you. Maybe your fingertips can come to the floor. Maybe they're just hovering above. Reaching your left arm over the top of your body. A beautiful side body stretch. Gaze comes up to the sky. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, just changing sides, so floating your left fingertips down toward your mat, or maybe they just float as you reach your right arm over the top of your body. Gaze comes up to the sky, breathing in. And as you breathe out, clasp your hands behind you, roll your shoulders down, lift through your heart, your gaze. Inhale. Exhale, release, tapping your toes if you did have them tucked. And then tuck your toes, fly your bottom high, downward facing dog, and just shake your legs out. Pedal through your heels, really strong in your down dog here. Lifting up through your right leg, bend your knee, open your hip. And as you exhale, sweep it all the way through into a low lunge. Drop down through your back knee. Lift your chest. Inhale here. Exhale. Lengthen through your right leg, half splits. Inhale, rock forward. And as you exhale, arrive in your half splits, bringing your hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your chin to your chest, a soft bend through your elbows. And you should feel this through the back of your right leg. I'm extremely tight today. I did a little bit of running this weekend. And I can feel it in my body, so maybe you feel it too. Really pull your toes back towards you. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And as you breathe out, walking back to the top of your mat, push back, downward facing dog. Lifting up through your left leg, bend your knee, open your hip. And then threading it all the way through into your low lunge. Drop down through your back knee, pull your chest forward, inhale. Exhale, shift your hips back. Beautiful. So rocking on forward. And then finding yourself in your half splits. Coming to your fingertips, the palms of your hands. And wherever you arrive to, tuck your chin to your chest. So finding length through your leg and the back of your body. And just send your breath to the area that's feeling really tight here. Maybe it's behind your knee, your hamstring. Maybe you feel this in your lower back, and that's okay as well. Let's take 2 more breaths. And then walking forward, step back, downward facing dog. Shake it out. Wiggle your hips, pedal your heels. Lengthening your right leg up to the ceiling. Bend your knee, open your hip, and take 3 big circles of your right knee. So imagine you're just getting rid of all those cobwebs, all those niggles through your hips. You might move in both directions. And then you're going to sweep your right leg to the outside edge of your right hand. So a nice wide lunge, sinking down through your back knee, lizard pose. Now, here it's quite comfortable just to keep your hands on your mat, pulling your chest forward, sinking through your hips. But if you're quite open, you can walk your elbows down to your mat. You might arrive to a block or bolster. And if you would like even more, you can bring your right hand to your right thigh and push your right leg away. Just make sure your foot rolls over to the knife edge and you're not sinking through your ankle, okay? Because we want to support your knee. Beautiful. So finding your lizard stretch. We're going to take 5 deep breaths here, making space through our hips. Beautiful work. Lift your gaze, walk your hands underneath your shoulders, make your way back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, your left leg sweeps up, bend your knee, open your hip, taking those big circles on this side. And you can move in both directions. You might change it up. You might hear some cracks and creaks, and that's okay. That's your body saying, thank you for moving. And then sweeping your left foot to the outside edge of your left hand, dropping down through your back knee and finding your variation of your lizard here. And it might be completely different to the other side. So just taking your time to arrive to your edge. So arriving to your stretch. And remembering, if you're feeling really open through your hips, you might take your left hand and push your left leg away. Really make sure you don't sink into your right arm. Active here. Otherwise, and dropping your chin to your chest, sinking through your hips and just coming to your breath. I quite like to imagine when I'm stretching that my inhale brings space into my body and my exhale gets rid of all that tension and tightness I'm feeling. Beautiful work. Slowly walking your hands back underneath your shoulders, step back, downward facing dog. And drop your knees mat width apart, hips come to your heels, child's pose. Bringing the palms of your hands together, allow your thumbs to rest at the back of your neck. So you're in a child's pose with a prayer here. And breathing deep into your belly. Feeling that beautiful release through your lower back. Releasing your hands down to your mat, snaking your way forward. But first let's come into our puppy pose. So bringing your hips over the tops of your knees, walk your hands out in front, sinking your chest and your forehead down towards your mat. Feel that opening through your shoulders, your lats, all the way into your hips. And allow your belly to be soft here, like it's going to fall down towards your mat. Really slowly press your hands, your forearms into the mat, snake your way forward into your Sphinx pose. So your elbows are underneath your shoulders, spread your fingers wide, pull your chest through, and just wiggle your hips here. Nice. Bringing your hips into stillness. Looking over your right shoulder. Coming to center. Looking over your left shoulder. Coming to center. Slowly rolling down and making your way onto your back. Flipping over like a little pancake here. Extend your arms, your legs. Take a full body stretch. You might roll your ankles, your wrists. Breathing in And as you breathe out, hug your knees into your chest, a little rock from side to side. Your shoulders, your neck, your head are relaxed. And then dropping your feet down onto your mat, extending your right leg long, and then placing your right leg over the top of your left thigh, moving into your figure four. You might choose to stay here, pressing your right knee away, or you might thread your arms through, finding your bind here. Close down your eyes and just melt away, really soaking up the stretch. Beginning to release your figure four. Release your right leg, moving to the left-hand side. Extend your left leg long, placing your left ankle over your right thigh and making your way to your figure four here. The option is just to stay in this shape, pressing your left knee away, where you find your bind for a deeper stretch. Now, figure four is a really great release for our glutes and our hips, and we tend to hold a lot of tension here. So listening to your body, really knowing how deep you can move into this stretch. And trying not to resist it. Slowly releasing both feet back down to the mat. Allow your feet to come hip distance apart and window wipe your knees from side to side. And I want you to take a moment to pause as you arrive to each side. This welcomes a beautiful twist into your body. So really slowly rocking from side to side. And then reaching your arms, your legs long, just shake it all out. Shake, shake, shake. Your fingers, your toes, your knees, your elbows, your belly wobbles. A little bit more. And then dropping all the way down. Take a deep breath in. And a long releasing breath out. I want you to make your way back up to a comfortable seated position, and you might roll over to one side, you might rock and roll all the way up. So making your way there, ending today's practice like we began. And just bring bring your hands to the tops of your knees. Roll your shoulders back and down, and then allow your whole body to pour over the right hand side. It drifts to the left and comes back to center. And I want you to take 3 big circles like this per side. It's like you're massaging your side body and lower back. You might close down your eyes, move with your breath. Nice work. And then slowly pulling yourself to center, finding length through the crown of your head. Allow your shoulders to fall away from your ears, closing down your eyes or having a really soft gaze down toward your mat. As you inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, pulling your hands to heart center, and take a moment here to just speak some kind words to yourself. Maybe you set an intention to take with you off your mat, or you just thank yourself for arriving here today and moving your body, really soaking up all this stretchy goodness. And wherever you have drifted off to, let's seal today's class with a deep breath in and a long, clearing breath out. Taking a little bow. And when you're ready, opening up your eyes, giving yourself a little clap. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you enjoyed today's stretch class, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. Bye, guys.